Celine Tam's journey from her viral America's Got Talent moment to facing real-world challenges is far from the fairy tale we once believed it to be. At just 9 years old, she wowed audiences with her rendition of My Heart Will Go On. But the reality behind the fame has been much harsher. Her life became a whirlwind of highs and lows, with her father even facing accusations of pushing her too hard. Now, as an older and wiser performer, she's still singing. Yet one question lingers. Can she ever step out of the shadow of her AGT fame? Join us as we uncover whether Celine can reclaim her voice before it's too late. This story isn't just another heartwarming tale of a young, gifted singer dazzling the judges and securing a bright future. Celine's story is one of talent, determination, and unexpected obstacles that go far beyond what we saw on stage. Behind the applause and viral fame lies a journey filled with unforeseen challenges and hard decisions that tested Celine in ways most of us couldn't imagine. From that unforgettable audition where she belted out My Heart Will Go On in front of the AGT judges, her path has been anything but easy. Celine's love for music started long before America's Got Talent. Born in 2007 in Hong Kong and named after Celine Dion, her destiny seemed set from the beginning. Her father, Dr. Steve Tam, wasn't just a casual music enthusiast. He was a dedicated music teacher who saw immense potential in his daughter. He even opened his own singing academy, a testament to how seriously he took her talent. When 3-year-old Celine sang My Heart Will Go On in the car one day, her father saw a spark and, perhaps, the chance for fame. He encouraged her to explore different styles, compete in singing contests, and make music the center of her life. Initially, it worked. She captivated audiences in local competitions and even made an appearance on Britain's Got Talent in 2015, although it didn't lead anywhere significant. Then came her major breakthrough on America's Got Talent. In 2017, Celine stood before Simon Cowell and the other judges, singing My Heart Will Go On once again. She nailed it. The audience cheered, the judges were captivated, and even the notoriously tough Simon Cowell showed he was impressed. Guest judge Laverne Cox hit the golden buzzer, sending Celine straight to the live shows in a moment that seemed right out of a movie. The confetti, the cheers, her family's joyful tears, it all seemed like a dream come true. But after AGT, the journey continued, and it wasn't as glamorous as it appeared. Celine kept performing, growing her fan base, but also facing the harsh reality of being a child star. Her father was fully invested in her music career, which had its pros and cons. While his support was constant, it also meant that music became more than a passion for Celine. It became a duty. She wasn't just a kid singing for fun, she was expected to live up to the legacy of Celine Dion. That's an immense burden for anyone, especially a young girl. Imagine the pressure of having to emulate one of the world's greatest singers before even entering middle school. The strain became evident during her AGT semi-final performance. She decided to switch songs at the last minute, a bold move for a young contestant trying to reach the finals. She chose How Far I'll Go from Moana, hoping it would be inspiring. But not everyone saw it that way. Judge Mel B thought it was too theatrical and felt it didn't highlight her full talent. Despite her effort, Celine didn't make it to the finals. For her fans, it was a shock. For Celine, it must have been devastating. Still, that setback didn't end her journey. If anything, it fueled her drive. She continued to perform on other stages, competing in shows like Singer 2018 in China and making appearances at various events. Yet, the fame that had once seemed so promising didn't unfold as many had hoped. While she achieved moderate success, there was always the lingering question, would she ever break through to lasting stardom? Or would she always be remembered as That kid from AGT? Her post-AGT career has been a blend of modest victories and significant disappointments. She had some notable collaborations, like her rendition of You Raise Me Up with Jeffrey Lee, which gained millions of views on YouTube. But it wasn't exactly the chart-topping fame people expected. And then there was her father, Celine Tam. Fans often saw him on TV, proudly supporting his daughter. But soon rumors emerged, accusing him of exploiting her talent for personal gain. The gossip grew louder. Was he just riding on her fame? He even had to publicly address these accusations, defending himself after some people claimed he was poaching students from other vocal coaches. It escalated to the point that he apologized during the launch of his own album, where he also displayed his doctoral credentials to silence his critics. But the whole situation was awkward and messy. After AGT, Celine didn't fade away. She kept working and eventually appeared on a show called Mozart Music King #1 Battle. Yes, that's the actual name. It was a karaoke-style competition in Asia, and she crushed it, winning 3 rounds back-to-back. Naturally, she started with My Heart Will Go On, scoring nearly 99 points. Then she tackled a Japanese song and wrapped up with Let It Go from Frozen, earning around 99 points again. She was unstoppable, at least on that stage. When the applause died down, her father's relentless focus on her career kept her going. But there's something bittersweet about it. From the very beginning, it was clear that this wasn't solely about Celine's love for music. It was also about her family's expectations. She's undoubtedly talented, but the question remains, was this her dream or her parents'? The pressure, the relentless performances, the constant comparisons to Celine Dion? It's a lot for anyone, let alone a young girl trying to find herself. Growing up under the spotlight wasn't easy. The rehearsals, the media attention, the overwhelming expectations, it all started to weigh heavily on Celine. Her performances were impressive, but the pressure to be flawless seemed to overshadow the simple joy of singing. Her father was undeniably supportive, but he also had a specific vision for her career. And at times, it felt like Celine was living up to his expectations rather than following her own dreams. This kind of pressure can be incredibly draining, especially for a young child. Even after AGT, Celine worked to keep her momentum going, participating in numerous singing competitions and appearing at high-profile events. She was invited to perform at charity events, galas, and even on television shows. Her voice was powerful, and her charm continued to captivate audiences. But over time, the spark that had initially made her famous began to dim. The novelty of being a child prodigy eventually wore off, leaving Celine to navigate an industry that can be unforgiving. In 2018, Celine joined Singer 2018, a Chinese singing competition renowned for its tough judges and high-caliber contestants. Despite competing against experienced adult singers, she held her own. Her performances were praised for their technical precision, yet she didn't win. Talent shows are as much about luck and timing as they are about skill. And sometimes, even immense talent doesn't secure victory. When Celine returned to the stage on World's Got Talent in 2019, she was no longer the fresh-faced child prodigy. Though still young, her performances carried a new depth and maturity, hinting at the challenges she'd faced. Her voice now bore an emotional weight that touched audiences on a deeper level. She once again received the golden buzzer, capturing the hearts of many with her soulful artistry. Despite her heartfelt performances, though, she didn't win. It was another setback in a career that had started with such promise. Yet, Celine didn't lose her passion for music. One of the highlights of her post-AGT career was her collaboration with Jeffrey Lee, a fellow young singer who had also shown on AGT. Together, they performed a touching duet of You Raise Me Up, a rendition that quickly became a hit online, racking up millions of views. Their harmonious voices and the emotional depth of the song captivated fans, showing that Celine's love for singing was as strong as ever. Despite the success of her duet with Jeffrey Lee, which received millions of views, the performance didn't spark the breakthrough Celine Tam needed to truly elevate her career. It was a beautiful moment that kept her name in the spotlight, but it didn't open doors to major fame as some had hoped. By 2020, Celine's focus had shifted beyond just singing. She took on a role as an ambassador for Room to Read, a charitable organization dedicated to promoting literacy and gender equality in underserved communities. This was a meaningful new direction, and Celine spoke passionately about how books had shaped her life even before music became her main focus. As a young advocate, she brought her infectious energy to the cause, showing that her ambitions extended beyond the stage and toward making a difference in the world. However, the music industry remains fiercely competitive, and talent alone doesn't always guarantee a successful career. Celine had been under pressure from a young age, constantly compared to Celine Dion. The drive to be the next big thing might have taken some joy out of music for her, and it's not always clear if this vision was hers or primarily her father's. The challenge of transitioning from child star to adult artist is something many young performers struggle with, and Celine was no exception. As she grew older, her voice retained its power and beauty, but there was pressure to prove herself as more than just the girl who once stunned audiences with Celine Dion covers. Reinventing herself meant stepping out of the shadow of her past fame and exploring new artistic directions, a complex process that requires not only time, but also the right opportunities, which aren't always easy to find in such a competitive field. Even so, Celine remains resilient. She's still performing, making music, and working hard to find her place in the industry. She has a loyal fan base and a clear determination to keep going, despite the ups and downs. The dream of becoming the next Celine Dion, a dream that had been set for her at such a young age, has turned into a long, winding journey filled with both triumphs and setbacks. The influence of her father is undeniable. While it's clear he loves and supports her, his high expectations have shaped her path significantly. The question remains whether these expectations have helped her or held her back. Celine has undeniable talent, but in the world of entertainment, talent alone often isn't enough. You need the right opportunities, a solid support system, and sometimes just a bit of luck. Now, Celine Tam has built a substantial online following with over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Her channel features a mix of cover songs that highlight her powerful voice and personal growth, along with behind-the-scenes glimpses into her life. Fans see moments like her performance at the Hong Kong 7's grand finale, reminding everyone that her passion for music is still very much alive. Despite the ups and downs of fame, Celine continues to sing with the same dedication that first captured hearts on America's Got Talent. Her parents still manage her social media presence, a wise decision in a world where online comments can be harsh. Social media can be an unforgiving space, and having a layer of protection from negativity adds some much-needed support to her journey. Yet, life after America's Got Talent hasn't been a straightforward climb to stardom. The dream of becoming the next Celine Dion, a hope placed on her as a 9-year-old, has transformed into a prolonged and challenging journey. She has faced high expectations, critical feedback, and relentless pressure to keep pushing forward in an unpredictable industry. While she may one day find that breakout moment everyone once thought was certain, She might also decide to redefine success on her own terms as she matures. Now, nearing her 17th birthday in November 2024, Celine has evolved from a young child singing in local competitions to an internationally recognized talent. Her journey highlights her unwavering dedication to music, with her family, especially her father, providing support every step of the way. Her persistence and passion inspire her fans, serving as a testament to resilience and the power of staying true to oneself, no matter the challenges. Celine's story is more than just a tale of talent and ambition. It's also a cautionary tale about young fame. It reveals the pressures of the spotlight, the burden of expectations, and the sacrifices of chasing a dream before you truly understand if it's your own. Yet it also showcases resilience. Despite everything, Celine is still singing, still hoping, still moving forward. Perhaps her true success lies not in becoming the next Celine Dion, but in discovering her own voice and happiness, whatever form that may take. The road ahead for Celine is uncertain. The music industry is tough, especially for those who start young. But she's shown a willingness to fight for her dream, even if that dream evolves along the way. And in the end, that determination is what makes her story worth following. Not the fame, not the comparisons, but the courage to keep going, no matter what. It's easy to get caught up in the fairy tale of a young star's rise to fame, but the reality is often much more complex. For Celine, the journey has included incredible highs and tough lows, challenges that most people her age can't even imagine, and she has faced it all under the public's watchful gaze. Through it all, Celine has kept singing, kept trying, and kept believing. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough. Celine's journey is far from over. There will be more performances, more challenges, and more opportunities ahead. Whether she becomes the superstar her parents envisioned or finds a path uniquely her own, one thing is clear: Celine Tam is not giving up. And as long as she's still singing, there's still hope for a happy ending, whatever that might look like. So, here's the big question. Is Celine's journey one of resilience or a cautionary tale of young fame? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep following her story.